Welcome back to another G Auto Repair YouTube video, and today I'm going to talk about this homemade AC flush gun. Very useful tool when you're overhauling an AC system. And this video is brought to you by Bud Light Beer. No, I'm not sponsored, but I do like me some Bud Light beer, so why not? Delicious. Anywho, back to the video. These tools can be purchased online or through a tool supplier. The only issue is that they're very expensive. They're well over $100, I believe, last time I checked, depending on the brand. And you can make your own. You can make your own out of PVC. Very inexpensive. I don't recall how much I spent building this tool myself, but I can assure you it is a fraction of the price that you would pay for buying it already made. The good thing is that you could customize it to your needs. I like it relatively large, so it can contain a good amount of fluid, flush fluid. That eliminates the time they have to refill and reset everything and all that good jazz. So in my case, I made it out of 3-inch PVC, and all I have here is an end cap and then a 3-inch clean out cap. And then what I did is I drilled the very center of it, and I inserted or threaded a air fitting, and then I poured in there some silicone RTV to seal it real good. And I did the same thing with this. Here in the bottom I drilled, threaded, and then I threaded a barbed I want to say it was a 3/8 barbed fitting, and then I secured it with these clamps here. Now right here I did put what do you call this, JB Weld. I felt it was more sturdy, and you could do the same here. You don't have to use RTV. The important thing is that you get a good seal and that you lock that in there so it won't shoot out on you. I've used it actually many times, and this you can just buy separate. You know, a regular air gun, a blow gun, with a rubber tip. Very important that you have the rubber tip, and I'll explain why here momentarily. So basically, to use this, all you would do is you would grab your AC flush fluid and you would pour it up in here, and you will fill it up. Then you would screw this on. It doesn't have to be tight, it's just got to be snug on there. And then you would come with your air hose, fill it up, and then something might shoot out here a little bit. And then I'm using this, if you guys can recall, from the evaporator on the Dodge. I'm just using this for demonstration purposes. But you would come here and, you know, reverse flush everything like so, and then you would follow up with a lot of compressed air. All right, this is gonna get loud here for a second. There we go. So again, you would fill this up with the AC flush. I'll probably do another video down the road as soon as I get a chance of the tool actually being utilized. Well, I guess I could use it here with this, but I might rather do it in a car. But whenever you have an internal compressor failure, you want to get all that old oil that might be contaminated with metal particles out of the system. So then that's when you would use this tool here to fill it up with your flush fluid, and then just flush out your evaporator core, your lines, and things of that nature. Not recommended to flush condensers. Not recommended for condensers. And the reason being is This is an actual part of a condenser that I cut out for demonstration purposes. But if you were to look, I mean, that's almost like the size of a pin. There's no way that you can get all this stuff out. So it is a standard procedure that you would replace the condenser. The evaporator, you're gonna want to flush it out, because I mean, this thing is buried under a dash somewhere, and it's very labor intensive. Even though nowadays they might tell you to go ahead and replace it, I've had good success just flushing it out. This is the only part that I wouldn't change out. The lines, even the lines may have to be replaced if they have those little what do you call them, like accumulators in them, the little baffles and whatnot in there, because you can't get all the particles out. So OEs normally recommend that you replace those lines, not flush them. But anything else, you can use this. And again, you would use the AC flush fluid. Do not use water. I repeat again, do not use water. You do not want to get water in here. Water is an enemy of AC systems, so be mindful of that. Okay. And the only thing you're gonna have to do is just take this off, and after you put pressure in it, it does kind of tend to lock in there a little bit. So you just come with your plier and just loosen it up, and just take it off, refill it, put the top back on, re-engage the compressed air hose, and you're back in business. And then this is how that's why you want this rubber tip, because you want to make a good seal around that fitting, around that tube, so you can reverse flush these things. So let's say this is the inlet right here. You want to go here and you're gonna see all the fluid come out of here. Once you're satisfied, you go to your next component, and so forth and so forth. And then you want to come and make sure that you get plenty of compressed air, a lot of compressed air, to remove all of the, or as much as possible, the fluid. You don't want no fluid left in here. You're gonna blow it out both ways, in through here, until it's completely dry. Once you put everything together, a good long vacuum. Okay, so you can go ahead and get your AC back up and running. So again, this is just a quick video on this AC flush. I've been putting this off for a while now. They are costly if you purchase them. They do sell them already made out of aluminum and things of that nature, but you can make your own. It's probably not even going to cost you not even $30 to do. I mean, think about it. It's just a piece of 3-inch PVC pipe that you may already have laying around, an end cap, then a clean out cap, and the fitting that goes with it. Now, as far as the hose is concerned, it's just a piece of hose I picked up from Lowe's. You can purchase it at any hardware store, really. It's a 3/8 rubber hose. You can pick up at Lowe's, Home Depot, just about any hardware store, I believe, and secure it with the clamps here to the gun itself, and you got a pretty good AC flush gun here. It works very well, not that expensive again, and you can use it over and over again as long as you construct it properly. Well, that'll be all for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Ciao.